What's up, my Libras? So Libras, Aquarius beat us out this month for views. I was like, what the fuck? But Aquarius came in and were like, whoosh. And I was like, you know what? I got to give it to you. So Libras, here we go. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please share. I just had a goddamn hot flash in the middle of Leo. So, I mean, I'm still juicy looking. Look at this. So I was kind of like a hot flash, a breakdown, and everything was going on in Leo's video. But I pulled it back together, Libras. I pulled it back together. I don't know how long we going to last like this, though. But I'm going to try to make it through. So, Libras, let's see what we got going on for April. Because we know March has been a fuck fest, right? Everything has been going crazy this month. Let's see what we got going on. Libras, Libras, Libras. So, for some of you, this may actually be a good time for you to kind of unload some extra baggage. Some of the things that maybe you were carrying that you didn't need to deal with, that you didn't want to deal with, that you don't even want. I feel like a lot of you are going to be kind of breaking free from that baggage. Now, this could even be past relationships, relationships that aren't going anywhere. For some of you, this is even jobs. For a few of you, I feel like this is friends. Like, okay, you know, even on Facebook, like, you know, seeing people post stuff and you're like, what? You're on my friend list? What the fuck? We don't vibe, you know? So how did that happen? So I feel like even some of you are going through social media and cleaning up some spaces where you're dealing with people. Definitely if you're going in a hermit mode, you could be learning some new things. Some of you are going to be teaching some things, but I get something where it's like, oh, let me pull back a little bit and focus on projects that I need to complete. So I feel for some of you, you may have things around your house that you've been kind of putting off, procrastinating. I mean, you know, air signs, we tend to do that. But I feel like some of you are going to be procrastinating or you're trying to get past it. It's like, okay, you know, I've been putting it off. Now I'm going to go clean my closet out. Or now I'm going to go ahead and finish this project. So I feel like some of you may be pulling out things because you know that they need to be fixed, finished, completed, whatever it is for you. Some of you might be dealing with some type of legal situation. This could be something to do with settlement, something to do with child support. Definitely get something that has to do with law that is still in the making as we speak. So we know we have a lot of delays on things, but for some of you, this may have been something that was already started before the virus kind of came in and wiped everything out. So I feel like for a few, there may be some paperwork, excuse me, that is coming to you that you may have to deal with in the legal sense. I get this thing of wanting to start over. So I feel if you are dealing with a legal situation, some of you are like, okay, let's get it done because I'm moving in a different direction with my life. So if there was like a ticket, some type of felony or whatever, I feel like you're trying to go ahead and complete it so that you can be done with it. I just feel like somebody's like, okay, let's rush it. Let's come on. Let's do whatever we need to do to get it moving forward. Some of you definitely are focused in on money. You do have opportunities coming in that may be putting you in the spotlight. Some of you may have some status where you are, you know, on YouTube, you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But I get like somebody is really taking this time to kind of expand their brand or either their base. So this could be somebody where you all of a sudden you see them everywhere. And I know for me, literally, I've been on IG, I've been on Facebook. I don't really get on my Twitter as much. I need to. But I think even with Zoom, so there's been a lot more of, okay, let's learn together, let's talk things out. We've been doing prayer visuals. So some of you, whether you are a priestess or a priest, you might be putting yourself out there. Maybe you're supporting your page or trying to expand your page or grow your page. But I get more of some type of recognition that's coming to you, which means that you possibly are pulling in clients that you haven't had before. People who didn't know who you were are kind of coming to your social media and like, oh, you know, maybe there's some energy that I like with this person. So, you know what? Hey, bring it on over here, y'all, for this YouTube. Bring it on. Share. Don't keep me no secret. Don't keep me in your pocket. Let everybody else know who I am too. So I feel like for a few of you, definitely some growth that's coming in. I do get a move that is going to be happening. There's delays with it because I feel like there's paperwork or either you're dealing with a place right now that they're shut down. Some of you might be looking at commercial real estate, commercial property. Might be thinking about opening up some type of shop, some type of store. I do get expansion for a business. So for a few of you, if you haven't been really putting energy into your business, I feel like you're about to kind of go all in with it. But I do feel talking to real estate agents or talking to somebody when it comes to some type of property. I feel for a few of you, this is definitely business. Now for some, this could be a new apartment. This could be a house. But I'm getting some type of, let's look at real estate, let's look at land, let's look at buildings type of vibe. Few of you could be planning weddings. I kind of get, looking at invitations, possibly looking at venues. If you're engaged, I feel like you're trying to maybe push something in for this year. If it's not a wedding for this year, it looks like it's early next year. But I kind of feel like there's a planning phase that could be going on. It's like, okay, we need this amount of money to make this happen, or we're going to put this money to the side so that we can make it happen. But I feel like you're talking to your partner or your fiance and you're like, okay, so we need A, B, and C so that we can get this thing going. So this could be looking at venues, vendors, dresses, tucks, cakes. But I feel definitely like planning some type of wedding. Some of you could be losing your spots to the corona. Like I kind of get like people who may have already paid for something, and then the Seven of Swords is like something is taken away, theft. So for a few of you, you may have already had your wedding planned, and I'm so sorry if that is you. It would just be like, some people plan a wedding for 2-3 years, and then to come on something like this where you lose your venue or your vendors have to pull out. I've been getting a lot of online, even I was supposed to go to 3 weddings within the next 2 months, and they're like, we're not doing it. We can only have 10 people, and we're going to just get married in the house and, post it on Facebook and then have a big reception afterwards. So some of you may actually be losing your venues and things like that, and I'm so sorry. That would be such a pain. But, I mean, it's better to be safe. But I just feel for my friends that are having to do that. I do get new vehicles coming in, so some of you check your vehicles. You could be having problems where you don't have a choice, but you have to get a new vehicle. For some of you, I feel like you're using some type of refund money to purchase a vehicle. Some of you may have some type of settlement. I'm sorry, you guys, my allergies. It's like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? We got corona. I'm sitting over here having a goddamn hot flash, and now my fucking eyes. It's like, jeez. But you know what? I guess the alternative is worse. So I gotta, I gotta man up. Just do the shit, right? That's what we Libras do. We man up, woman up. Whatever we do it. All right. So I do have something coming in where temptations could be crossing your path. Some of you might have some people sliding into your DMs, PMs, trying to get with you. Maybe they're a little bit bored, especially for some of you who are online. If you do have a presence, you may have some people that are kind of like, you know what, I want to get to know you or what's going on. I've been having a bunch of people slide into my DMs. I've been testing their ass too. They've been dropping like flies, just dropping like flies. Like, what you want? What's going on? What you bringing to the table? What we doing? And they like, yeah, next, dropping like flies, you guys. So for some of you, you might have this energy that's coming in where it's like, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you, what we doing or whatever. Now, that being said, I don't have a problem. But if you come into the inbox with some nonsense, you're going to get dropped like a fly. So for some of you, you may be cutting people off left and right. Like, what? What you want? What you bringing? And these people kind of get scared. They, they pull back. If they get scared and flee, Libra, let them run. That's not your people. That's like, you need somebody strong by your side. You can't have somebody weak that's just, they throw in the towel that quick. You got to have somebody that is tough, because we're not really easy people to get along with, right? So for some of you, definitely. I do get money coming in. This could be the stimulus check. I do get delays with that. So some of you may not get this thing for a month, 2 months. I know I read somewhere that they said possibly even 3 months. Libra. Let's get into it. Definitely get some type of spell work. Some of you are trying to slow something down or possibly stop something. Could be vice versa. Some of you may have this going against you where somebody's trying to slow down your progress or stop you. But I definitely feel there's some issue with spell work going on. And it's something to cause even more delays. I keep getting like molasses, something that's sticky, thick. And is molasses sticky? Maybe I'm thinking honey. But it's something that's sticky, thick, and it's like paperwork in the middle of it. And somebody is slowing this down. So for some of you, you could have somebody doing some spell work against you to slow down your progress. For you, this could be you trying to do this to somebody else. Page of Coins. 5 of Coins. 9 of Cups. Let me get that. The Hierophant. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. Judgment. 10 of Cups. Justice. 8 of Swords. Ace of Coins. The Fool card. Ace of Blades. 8 of Cups. The Tower. Dun, 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 dun. 7 of Wands. Having to defend yourself. What did you do, Libra? The Wheel of Fortune. That's that new vehicle. 6 of Cups. And we got to see what's going on with this person from the past. Queen of Cups. Could be a water sign. Some of y'all could be reconnecting with a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be somebody who's spiritual, very intuitive, somebody that's easy to talk to. This could even be a friend. So this may be somebody who comes back in that you're trying to reconnect with, or it's a past love interest that there was a connection. I feel spiritual connection. So some of you may have been with this person for a while. You might be thinking about somebody from your past, but it's showing that you still kind of have a connection with somebody. Definitely Wheel of Fortune, positive upswing from you guys. We got Tower Moment, and we got, what is this? 7 of Wands. Tower Moment is something that's breaking down. Something that comes in quick. You weren't expecting it. And then here we are. I got to defend myself. I got people coming up against me. I got gossip. I got shit that's being said. And I feel like I got to defend myself. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is showing that you're going to come out all right. You're moving forward. But for some of you, I definitely feel like there is some conflict that is going to be coming in. Now, we got Ace of Swords. This is something coming out, a truth. We look at this. They can't tell what's going on with the dog. But when they look at the x-ray, they look deeper. They realize that there's something there. There's a truth, something that was hidden. So some of you may have a conversation where something comes out or something is brought to the light, causes a Tower Moment, and you feel like I have to defend myself with this. 8 of Cups is showing trying to move forward. Sometimes with this card, though, I see depression, anxiety. So for some of you, you could get some news that causes some type of anxiety. Let me get them right. Causes some type of anxiety or depression, and you're kind of thinking, what the fuck? And it leads to a Tower Moment. Things may be falling apart. Now, it is showing that this could be gossip. This could be something at work where somebody's coming against you. It's more than one person. So some of you could be dealing with a group of people where there's something that comes to light, and then you got all these people in your inbox talking about, I can't believe you did that. Why did you do this? What's going on with you? And you're sitting up there thinking, you know, I'm ducking, I'm dodging, you know, like, you know, what's the fighter? Shit, I don't know why I'm trying to quote sports, because I don't look at none of that shit. Not Holyfield. The one that's little with the big mouth, that's always flashing money, always screwing everybody, was abusive. I know everything about this man but his goddamn name. The little one that had an issue with Gucci, that was still going to wear Gucci when the black people wasn't supposed to wear Gucci. What the fuck? Okay, I'm going to have to Google and put it in the comments. Some of y'all already know who I'm talking about. The little dude that rented out the whole Disneyland or whatever for his entourage to ride on. What the fuck is his name? Okay, yeah, I can't go for it. It's going, I'm OCD and it's gonna worry me. Let's see. I think he was trying to get with T.I.'s wife, Tiny. Boxer that used to try to get with Tiny.
According According to Wikipedia, William Harrison, Jack Dempsey, nicknamed
Oh,
Kid
hell
Rock,
no,
in the
not Dempsey. Popular boxer right now. Damn it. None of these are this man. This little bitty man. He used to date the chick from TLC, or he was her best friend. Oh. Who is the boxer that used to date Chili?
Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Floyd Mayweather. How could I forget that? I'm like, I know everything else. I don't even know how I know all this shit about this man, but I do. So some of y'all might be ducking and dodging. I had to go through all that to get that out. Ducking and dodging. I swear to God, this quarantine is really fucking with my head, you guys. It's fucking with my head. I'm telling you this. So be patient. Leo had to deal with it. Now it looks like it's just going to be one of those days. So some of y'all might be ducking and dodging like Floyd Mayweather, but I do feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to come out of it. All that to say that. Definitely get some type of legal situation. Now, I feel like some of you could be going to court, or you could be having some issue. I'm also, I get somebody who is trying to disconnect from a relationship. So possibly you may have somebody that you lived with, that maybe you did things together, and you're trying to separate property or things with this person. For some of you, you might still be married to this person, and this person doesn't want to give you a divorce, because I'm getting like somebody like no, like I'm not signing the paperwork, like we're not going to do it. So some of you could be dealing with somebody that is being really playing hardball when it comes with legal situations. Now, we're getting a light-skinned person, dark-skinned person. Oh, now my damn Chromebook is starting to freeze up. This could even be a person of a different culture, different race. Maybe you're Puerto Rican, they're American. I'm not sure, but I definitely get some type of division with culture, race, skin color. So some of you could be dealing with a person that were married with, or this could even be a friendship about business where there's some arguments about money, because I feel like there's an issue coming in with money. Now, some of you, especially with the 10 of Cups on top of this, some of you may be trying to protect your money. Maybe with the 10 of Cups or 10 of Coins, you're trying to establish a new family. Maybe you want to marry somebody else and you feel like, I got to go back and forth with this person, but there's delays coming in on it. For some of you, you have somebody that's trying to come in and take some money away from you. You're trying to protect your money. I do get Judgment on top of this. So I am getting some people that may be going back and forth where, you ain't good, and it's some person, you ain't good, or you a dirty dog, well, you doing this to me, well, nah, you brought this on yourself. I'm getting a lot of pettiness that's going back and forth, and it's crazy because I feel like these are adults. But I feel like some of you could be dealing with some petty people when it comes to money. Either this is you being petty or this is them being petty, and you can't settle it. So now we got to take it to the courts. So I do feel that there could be some things that are going to be going on with you guys where you're going to have to talk back and forth with somebody, or either there's a lawyer or a mediator that is involved. Now, I am getting some judgment. You may have some people that are like, your vices or your addictions are getting a little bit too much. Some of you may be having people that are kind of in your inbox or calling you up and going, okay, look, I know you kind of stressed, you're anxious, but you're doing some things that are a little bit out of character. You may be drinking too much. Maybe you're smoking a little something. Some of y'all might be doing some things that people feel, are detrimental to your health right now. Because I keep feeling like somebody is telling another person, this is not the time for you to be drinking the way you're drinking, or this is not the time for you to be taking whatever you're taking. And I feel like they're trying to be nurturing. They're trying to make sure that you're protected, Libra. So it's not like they're trying to spoil your fun, but I feel like this is somebody who's concerned about your health. Definitely, I feel like somebody's like, whatever these negative vices that you have, you need to pull back from them. This could be spending money too much. This could be sex, maybe addiction issues. Even though I don't see the Devil card, I feel like somebody is really like, You know, and this could even part of the gossip too, where this person may be going to other people and going, you know what, Libra doing a little bit too much over there. They really, they drinking too much. I've been to their house, they going out in public like this. But I definitely get some judgment and you feeling like you have to defend yourself against something that's being said. So this could be gossip of other people that maybe don't know you. Maybe you don't have these issues and they're trying to make people think you do, and you feeling like I have to defend myself. Now, vice versa, this could even be you going after somebody trying to make somebody else look bad. Like, this is what they do. They drink too much. They do this too much. They smoke too much. And this person could be trying to defend themselves because this is a general read. But I definitely feel like there is some gossip or something that's going back and forth, Libra, that maybe some of y'all have to take care of. And it could be causing anxiety or depression because we got somebody who's not really feeling right. They're not taking care of themselves. And for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's depressed. Maybe this is a family member. This could be a spouse, somebody who's having a hard time. They're very emotional right now. I'm getting a lot of crying and somebody that is breaking down mentally. Like, why? No. They're looking, I just feel like somebody's like, I can't control this. So this could be somebody that is having some type of hormonal thing where it's like, I don't even know why I feel this way, but I just feel horrible. I feel like I don't want to do things. And sometimes even I'm picking up somebody who feels like I don't even want to live. So for some of you, this could be somebody that you need to check on, Libra. If this is not you, and I pray that if it's not, if it is, please reach out. Definitely there are programs. You can call the suicide hotline. But if you feel like you're going through a hard time like this, please, please, please reach out. Some of you, this may be your energy. If it's not your energy, this could be somebody that that really is struggling mentally right now, and they look like they need you. They need you. I feel like somebody may even be trying to hide this because they don't want to be judged. They don't want people to think that, I'm having a breakdown because I can't deal with stuff. But I'm getting that the quarantine and this thing is kind of really making people irritated, frustrated. So people that normally may have seemed like they were strong and had everything together, I think this is really challenging them. So for some of you, this may be your energy. For a few, this may be somebody around you that you kind of have to look after. Let's see. We got self-imposed fears. So this could be because we got 8 of Swords and we have 8 of Cups. This is somebody not wanting to feel this way, wanting to move on. And we have stairs that are showing that there is some type of light at the end of the stairway that may actually make this person feel better. But we're also getting somebody who feels like they're just stuck. They're going stir crazy. Now, of course, if you're like us in Texas, the only thing that we can do is, go to the store, get food, and come back home. There's everything else is closed. There's nothing else. No churches, no schools, anything. So for some of you, you might be in this energy, but I'm a little bit concerned if this is somebody who is really struggling right now. They're depressed, they're anxious, and they feel like they're locked down. If this is your energy, please reach out, Libra. For some of you, this is definitely a family member or a friend or somebody who could be going through something. I do feel somebody who is, they're overwhelmed. Even though I don't see 10 of Swords, we got 8 of Swords, which means that it's building. The frustration is building. So somebody's like, I'm here with the kids. The dog is howling. I can't go out. This card is so freaking fitting right now. This is so many people's households right now. It's ridiculous. I don't know. She knew when she created this that this was definitely going to be the 8 of Swords of feeling like you're just trapped. But this card is showing somebody who feels like they're trapped. So I do feel, and the thing about it is a temporary energy, thankfully, because it is showing that with the Fool card coming right behind it, that there's some type of opening or something that comes out and brings this person out of this. Maybe somebody gets to go outside to a park, or they get to do something online that kind of takes them out of this energy. So if this is you, Libra, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. This is somebody saying, you know what, I can breathe a little bit. If you're stuck in this though and you're having a hard time getting here, definitely reach out. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. Now, for a few, with the Fool card and the Ace of Coins, This is a new job that's going to be coming in, a new opportunity. I feel like it may require some travel. For some of you, there's going to be delays. If you put your resume out there or you have applications, I feel like you're going to get some type of positive news that comes in, Libra. Of course, right now, everything is kind of shut down. But I feel like some of you are going to be, if you're worried about money, and with this Five of Coins, we see somebody who's a little bit worried about money. We have somebody who's getting some money, and it's 5 coins. It's not a lot, but then we got people in the background that are like, okay, look, we're homeless. We don't have food. We don't have this and that. Some of you are coming out of this energy, and you're waiting for this new job to start. I feel like for a few of you, this was supposed to start probably a while back. Some of you, this may have been traveling for work. This could have been something that was supposed to pop off in February, and we got delayed because of the corona, the virus. And some people are like, okay, so is it still coming? It is. If you applied for a job, if you had engagements or things that were already set, I feel like if they're later past the summer and moving into the fall, you're going to get back on track with it. You're going to hear some positive news about a job coming in. Definitely shows some of you are going to be doing a side hustle where it's like, let me see. What can I do to pull some money in? Some of you might be online. You might be selling products. You might be doing readings. You might be trying to boost your side business right now, because I feel like somebody's like, okay, we got to pull some more money in. Some of you, I think this could even be spiritual. You're either going to your spirits for more help financially. You could be burning money candles, money lamps. But I do feel like some of you are doing a side hustle. It's like, I got to put myself out there. And you could be boosting a spiritual business. You could be a diviner. You could be a worker. Some of you could even be a spiritual healer. But I feel like you're like, okay, let me put this out here. Let me let people know what I do. Let me kind of bring some money in. So there is a connection with spirit, or being spirit led or spirit guided. For a few of you, you are definitely working with a spiritual business. And I feel like you're putting yourself in the forefront of being online, YouTube, making more videos, maybe producing more product or producing more content right now. If you're not a spiritual person or you're not a spiritual business, I still feel like this is a side hustle. Like, let me see what I can do. I'm getting makeup. I'm getting some people that are writing, but it looks like whatever you put to the side, you're going to be kind of reopening that up. And it's like, okay, let me see how I can get this money to come in. Let me build this money up, especially if you are concerned. Now, don't worry about it, Libras, because money always comes to us. Always. I mean, we got money coming in. We got job opportunities coming in. We got the side hustle going on. Libras are workaholics. We are. So for a lot of you, you already are doing that. I do get delays with it. There's very few lazy Libras. Very few. Now, there are some. And it's because they get in their head. They feel trapped. They can't think their way out of this box. But if you are in this energy, remember what I said right now. If you feel like you're a roadblock or you're stuck, you're going to come out of this. You may need to talk to someone. You could talk to a spiritual advisor. You could talk to a therapist, but you're going to come out of this. Now, I do see new beginnings. Some of you may be doing something with art. You may be opening your creativity back up. I get something where a person is creating and it's making them feel more passionate. It's bringing some fire back into their life. So some of you may be creating websites, products. You may be doing some type of home goods. Maybe you're going to start your Etsy or your website after this. But I feel like you're producing. You're doing something. It's almost like creativity is coming through. And maybe it's because we can't do anything else. So let me try this. Let me open this door. New beginnings, Ace of Wands. And then we got Nine of Cups on top of this. Some of you, this is what you maybe dreamt of, but you put it off. And now you're able to do it, or you're opening it up. Some of you could be doing it with somebody else, sharing this passion with someone. So it definitely, and I feel like this person could be younger than you, because we got the Knight of Cups. So you could be dealing with a younger person. Now, of course, this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do feel that we got fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And we also have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So somebody could be opening up a passion, thinking about opening up a business, creating something with somebody that they are connected to. A partnership. This could even be a friendship. But it is showing with the Nine of Cups doing something or getting something that you prayed for and new beginnings. Your expansion or your view is really wide open right now. Some of you who have been kind of feeling stuck within the last few years are kind of coming out of this and feeling like, you know what, I want to do some things. Maybe you met somebody who inspired this in you and it's making you feel like I want to do this now that I have this person beside me. Maybe you needed this person to kind of help you focus and move forward. Definitely shows taking a leap of faith. And I feel for some of you, this could be with love. This could be with a connection. Somebody, there's an age difference between you and this person. They could be older than you or younger than you. I feel like for a few of you, you're expanding. There's some type of spiritual growth that's coming through too. Maybe you're seeing things differently. Some of you with this Hierophant, and we see as a classroom, are going to be taking on, you're going to be teaching. This could be God kids. You could be mentoring somebody. But this is somebody who's sharing knowledge. They're putting themselves out there. And I feel for some of you, you're doing this online. You're putting yourself in the forefront. Some of you, Spirit is saying this is going to be private. So maybe you're teaching something that's a tradition that you can't really put out. But I feel like there's either God kids or some type of connection to God children. So some of you could be joining some type of house. You might be initiating people. You might be getting initiated. But I'm getting secret knowledge that's going to be passed on. Definitely a lot of spirit connection coming through, moving into April. Some of you, I feel, are working altars or calling in spirit. You might even be learning a new practice, because I keep getting something where a person is trying something out. You know, take your time. Don't be summoning demons right now if you don't know what you're doing. Some of you, I feel like you are going to be summoning or you're opening something up with a spirit that is going to want a lot from you. And I don't know why or what the spirit is, but it's showing that some of you are dealing with a really powerful entity or spirit that may come back and kick you in the ass if you don't know how to deal with them properly. So I will say this, and it will not apply to everybody. It's going to apply to this one person that may be kind of putting themselves out there and you're not really sure on if you're doing it right. Make sure that you go to a mentor or somebody who can teach you the proper ways. I mean, you might be bringing something into fruition that is going to be hard to handle. So whoever that message is for, be really careful. Be really careful. I'm kind of getting somebody who feels like they know everything, and we don't know everything. So if you have that and you're feeling like, okay, you know, I can figure this out, or I know how to do it, or don't get cocky with it. I don't feel like you're dealing with a spirit that you can get cocky with, because I think the spirit is tricky. It's tricky. It can outthink you. So if you're, and I'm not deterring you. I'm not deterring you, because I don't do that with people. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I am saying research. Research. Make sure that your altar is set up right, your protection is set up right, and that you have command of whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life, you guys. All right? Because we know it's no joke. Now, won't apply, of course, to everybody. Could be a specific message for one person, but Spirit kind of put it out there. Whew. All right, Libra. All right, I think that's it. I think it is it. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all for dealing with my Floyd Mayweather meltdown for a hot second. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Please be safe.